First shipments of COVID-19 vaccines federally approved for emergency use are now on the way. Vaccines leaving Pfizer's Kalamazoo, Michigan facility yesterday. Shipments set to start the biggest vaccination effort in United States history. We have team coverage in both Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Eric Ritchie live in Fall River, but we start with Alexandra Leslie. Alex, how soon are these vaccines expected to arrive here in Rhode Island?
Well, the Rhode Island Department of Health told us last night that the first vaccines are expected to arrive in Rhode Island hospitals today and tomorrow, and that frontline healthcare workers are first in line to receive them. Now, Pfizer is planning to ship 2.9 million doses nationally this week. Remember, though, this is a two-dose vaccine regimen. So Rhode Island anticipates it will initially receive nearly 10,000 first doses of Pfizer's vaccine. And if all goes according to plan, the state expects to receive an additional 10,000 first doses next week. Potentially, that will also come along with roughly 19,000 first doses of Moderna's vaccine, which the FDA is going to review later this week. They're all coming as the nation grapples with record hospitalizations and more than 2,000 deaths per day in the country.
You are seeing some hopeful signs around the nation in terms of a slowing of new cases in the Midwest and the West in particular, but you're seeing an acceleration in cases in the East Coast and the West Coast.
Now, Rhode Island's COVID-19 vaccine subcommittee has an emergency meeting later this morning to vote on next steps so that the vaccine can be administered here. I'll have more on that coming up in our next half hour. Live in Pawtucket, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
So Massachusetts reported nearly another 4,700 COVID-positive cases yesterday. Sadly, another 41 deaths. There are a little more than 1,700 patients in the hospital right now in Massachusetts. Healthcare workers will soon be rolling up their sleeves to receive the vaccine in the Bay State. Eric Ritchie joins us live from Fall River this morning with how local hospitals are now preparing.
Well, Pat, good morning to you. Sometime this morning, South Coast Hospitals Group, including here at Charlton Memorial Hospital in Fall River, set to receive almost 2,000 doses of the vaccine, and the administrators say they're ready for it.
We have the ultra-cold refrigeration freezer available to store those vaccines. Our hope is to do sort of a dress rehearsal of vaccination on Tuesday and then start vaccinating our first staff members on Wednesday morning.
All right, so that's Tanya Johnson, the VP of Operations for South Coast Hospitals Group. She says that dress rehearsal tomorrow is to iron out all of the kinks to make sure the documentation process is accurate, the handling process is correct, and that no dose is wasted. Johnson says this is a day of hope and excitement, and she feels it'll really make a difference in combating the virus, having the vaccine on hand. She says putting those on the front lines, at the front of the line, is the right move.
We're the most likely individuals to come in contact with patients with infectious processes with the COVID-19 illness. And so keeping us healthy and safe then allows us to keep our patients healthy and safe, and ultimately the communities in which we live and reside and work. And so I think it's an important first step.
All right, so that Pfizer vaccine will show up packed in dry ice, and Johnson says it is good to stay like that for up to 10 days, so long as that dry ice is changed out. However, they have gone one step beyond. They're proactive, and they've gone ahead and purchased that ultra-cold freezer that can store up to 5,000 vials for up to 6 months. Coming up next half hour, we're going to talk about the plans and procedures in place so that all of the doses that come in today can be doled out by the end of the week. For now, live in Fall River, Eric Ritchie, 12 News.
Big day today locally. Later this morning, Rhode Island's COVID-19 vaccine subcommittee holding an emergency meeting about the vaccine. It's the final step before the shots are given here in Rhode Island. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie has been following these developments. She's looking ahead for us this morning.
Well, like I told you last Friday, this emergency meeting was expected, and it comes after two independent advisory committees, one to the FDA, another to the CDC, both voted to recommend Pfizer and BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use. Now, the subcommittee will go over those groups' recommendations later this morning, and it will consider officially recommending and voting on Rhode Island hospitals to begin vaccinating frontline staff. Now, the Department of Health tells us that vaccines will start arriving at some hospitals today and tomorrow. Healthcare workers are in phase 1A of the state's distribution plan, which the subcommittee is finalizing today. But It was also said to include first responders and residents of long-term care facilities. But as hospital admissions and cases rise, they'll also need to figure out a staffing plan for those who can actually administer the shots.
And so if there are people, retired RN, things like that, where we could open up and get more vaccinators, or just increasing the number of available vaccinators are always appreciated.
That emergency meeting gets underway in just 1 hour at 7:30. Stay with us on air and online for the latest updates. Live in Pawtucket, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
Vaccines also set to arrive beginning today across Massachusetts. Many hospitals, including some in southeastern Mass, have plans in place to begin vaccinating their workers very soon. 12 News reporter Erica Ritchie live in Fall River this morning with a look at the timetable there.
Well, Patrick, sometime this morning, around 2,000 doses of the vaccine expected to arrive here in Fall River, the South Coast area here to South Coast Hospitals Group. And, you know, they say that they have the plans in place to implement them starting tomorrow. Now, the first step that they have to do is to set up these vaccination clinics. They say that they've done that here across the 3 hospitals, Charles Memorial here in Fall River, St. Luke's in New Bedford, and Toby Hospital in Wareham. They'll be operating those clinics 16 to 17 hours a day. Now, next, the hospital group has prioritized its workforce, putting staff members most regularly in contact with COVID patients at the front of the line. And if everything goes as planned, the VP of Operations says they're expected to dole out all 1,950 doses of the vaccine by the end of this week.
It hasn't been real clear what the ongoing allocation will be, but we know that we need to use the vaccine that we're given in order to receive additional allocation. And so our goal is really to get as many people vaccinated as quickly as possible so that we can protect our workforce and so that we continue to receive allocation, because once we get through our healthcare workers, then we can move on to other essential workers in the community and patients at high risk.
And so remember, this is a 2-dose vaccination, so everyone who gets vaccinated in this first wave this week will receive an appointment to come back 17 to 21 days later for that second dose. That's the latest live in Fall River. Erica Ritchie, 12 News.